One of the gifts of this agency is being able to serve the community, and we do that from a servant leadership philosophy. We're here to serve each other. We change lives, we restore hope and dignity. We put others first, and then we know we're serving at a capacity that really makes a difference. Our agency has been proudly serving the community for over 111 years. We serve Western New York. The great thing is, with every area that we are present, we are figuring out what the needs are and meeting those needs for the community.
At the Children's Center, we serve children from 6 weeks to 12 years old, and we have early Head Start, and universal pre-kindergarten. We're nationally accredited, and we have passionate teachers. In the classroom, we implement a research-based curriculum. The children are focusing on not only their education, but their social and emotional skills. Children that are engaged in that curriculum do better throughout their school career. We want parents to be partners in their child's education. We recognize that the parents are the children's first teacher.
It's a very good program. My family developer, she was very helpful, and she guided me a lot with getting myself back on my feet with my boys and keeping me informed when they need help with something and so forth. They get involved, and I love that about them.
As a parent, you come in, you volunteer, with the kids at least an hour a month, and the time you spend in the class with the children, you get to watch and see what they learn in class, as well as the structure they have for the kids. You can go to work and feel comfortable that your kids are safe. That's very important, the trust factor, because you don't want to just drop your kids off to anybody, so you feel comfortable leaving your kid there, they'll be all right, means a lot.
On-site at our Children's Center, we have a telemedicine opportunity. We can actually diagnose right on-site through the use of a computer and a relationship with a local hospital. If it's something simple that a medication can be filled and the first dose can be administered, the child feels much better by the time mom is picking them up. The beauty of this is it's supporting the family. So mom can be successful at work, we can take really great care of her child, and at the end of the day, we've made a better impact.
The Guest House is a family emergency shelter. It opened in March of 2008 with 10 rooms, donated by different families and corporations, and each family or corporation decorated those rooms individually. We put a plaque out to recognize them for their work and efforts that they did to help our community. We serve a population of single women with children. We are the only ones in Monroe County that serve single men with children. We also serve married couples with children, and couples with a child in common.
The really interesting thing with our community is on any given night there are 600 to 700 homeless individuals. And that's a staggering number. That would fill 15 city buses. How we serve them is really through a couple of different methods. We embrace them as an individual, but we also embrace the family unit.
I grew up in a pretty broken home. My mother was a codependent, my father was an alcoholic. There was verbal and mental abuse. I struggled as a child, and it really affected my adult life. I used alcohol and drugs to cover up and mask that area of my life. And it worked very well for a while until my alcoholism escalated and I started getting into legal trouble. I didn't have much respect for myself at all, no self-worth or anything. I was incarcerated in 2007. That was my first time being incarcerated. I came out of there and went right back to drinking, and I ended up getting another DWI, and I ended up going back to jail for 6 months. I told myself this time I was ready to change. That I didn't want that lifestyle anymore. So I got out of jail and I participated with Step by Step with Volunteers of America.
Women that are incarcerated, about to be incarcerated, or post-incarceration, their commitment to being home with their families is really they're driven by that. And how we have been able to help is to provide tools, again, for empowerment, building self-esteem, helping them to make better choices personally and for their families.
They have helped me so much. And volunteering for Volunteers of America at their store has too. They gave me my dignity back.
Volunteers of America Western New York has 12 resale stores. We sell items which are graciously donated by volunteers and donors all across the area. They call into our hotline, donor services, schedules a donation pickup. Just about everybody you can think of shops VOA in the area, especially if they're looking for a great bargain or a great find. All of the proceeds that we make go back into the programs. The Working Wardrobe is a great outreach opportunity for people to go, and if they're looking for a job and they really need help with an outfit, they can make an appointment and they can go upstairs and they get personal one-on-one shopping experience. They not only help them find an outfit to wear, but also help them with some coaching in terms of interview tips and what to expect in an interview.
It's a real interesting thing when you think about someone's future maybe hanging in your closet. The ability to donate a gently used piece of work attire might be the difference for somebody landing that job. We really are committed to housing. We have a chronically homeless shelter that helps men that are still struggling with addiction. We give them a safe environment to start there and then work on improving their own lives. We have a chronically homeless shelter that then can lead to permanent housing, so it's a stepping program too. Our permanent housing provides additional supports, case management, round-the-clock case management.
We really are able to sit down with people, understand where they're coming from, understanding, what they need to be successful, and really work with them where they're at that moment.
We try to meet with individuals at least once a week to touch base with them to see what's going on in their activity as far as what they're doing on a daily basis. We encourage people to do what you need to do to recover. Dealing with life on life's terms, that's the bottom line.
I was gone, I really was. I weighed 126 pounds, hadn't eaten in 3 weeks, and I was waking up without the fear of dying, wanting to die. A gentleman who represents Volunteers of America showed up out of nowhere. It as bad as it was for me at that time. They took me over there, and my life just got better.
I had hit my bottom through my drug use and alcohol use and decided to get into treatment. Working with the counselors here and the staff, they supplied the support that I needed. I have a place that I can call home. Being able to just come in and knowing that I can rest my head, it's great. It's really cool.
That keep families together.
And that's the most important thing.
They're always there. They're always there, and they always step up.
They gave me my dignity back.
They get involved, and I love that about them.
They have given me a new life, and I can't thank them enough.